So Mark Beatty joining you again for our second part of our series of how to make your organisation more creative and more innovative. And this time I'm focusing on the importance of employee engagement in driving creativity and innovation. Now, this is based on some research that I've done with some colleagues at the Mohammed bin Rashid School of Government and also some colleagues at the University of Manchester, trying to understand the drivers behind creativity and innovation in a mixed method study where we examined individual, team, organisation and job factors in a survey, and also conducted some written analyses, some analyses of the question of employees: what could you do to make your organisation more creative and more innovative? Now, in this case, of course, it's based on the government, but we think many of the things that we found can be applied to any organisation in any industry. Now, in the first lesson, the first thing we found in our research was the importance of taking a systemic approach to understanding creativity and innovation. In this video, I'm going to focus on the next part. How do you do part of that? That's based on employee engagement. Now, in this case, the way we measured employee engagement and thought about it in terms of his research was about vigour, absorption, and dedication. And what we found is that employees who are engaged, deeply, passionately engaged with their organisation, in this case the Dubai government, are more dedicated, try harder, and get stuck in and get absorbed with their work. And what we find, what that means, is that highly engaged employees push harder, push further, think more, and are more deeply embedded in the values of the organisation and help it to be more creative and more innovative. So one of the questions you might be left asking, well, how do I make my organisation more engaged? Well, if anything, this is really actually an individual level construct. It comes down to each individual. And if anything, that itself is driven by and is related to the individual levels of trust and the psychological contract between the individual and the organisation. Some of the things that you might want to consider, and I'm sure you're already doing much in your organisation to encourage that engagement as it is, things like flexible working practices, trusting, open, transparent relationships, providing meaning and purpose behind the job, and also providing opportunities for autonomy. And what we were able to show from our research, fancy graphics coming up, what you see from our research is that we discovered that culture drives work engagement, which then drives creative behaviour and innovative behaviour. To get the culture right, you end up with absorbed, dedicated, vigorous employees who are then highly creative, confident and highly innovative. Now, in our next series of videos, I'll be sharing some more insights about leadership and culture and supporting practices that you can adopt to help your organisation be more creative